Ashley was not only my little sister, she was a best friend. She was very giggly. If you could get her to laugh really hard, she would even snort sometimes. It was so funny. This is the text from me that my sister was reading right before she flipped her car and was killed on impact.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Salamancer. You are watching XTV tonight, and it's going to be me and Greaver casting the title match. Well, not the title match. What is it? The card, whatever. Duder always has such good words for these. Anyway, we are casting the pug.na tournament, the upper bracket semifinals between VectorGaming and team TLRuwin. So, Greaver, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Sal, how have you been, dude?
Oh, I've been just fine. So hopefully these guys do get started soon. They look like they are ready to go. 6v7 on the server right now. So.
Yeah, well, I was wondering if Ruin and TLR on the blue team equals 7 people on the other team. I mean, it seems plausible.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would mind. Of course, if you are just tuning in and you don't know what the heck even is, well, you're watching Team Fortress 2 competitively played, and this is going to be on CP Granary. The tournament is the tf2.pug.na. It's an IRC channel that actually is like the home of TF2 pickup games right now. 6v6. There's also a 9v9 team channel, but this is not it. So we are going to get ready to watch that tournament go down. They are fighting for their share of the prize money, $1,000 on the line. Although I'm not sure exactly how it is divided up.
$1,000 over decent whack of money. And of course, for those of you who are new to competitive play, Pugs, the best way to get into it and, learn in a supporting environment. Something like that anyway, so.
I'm just trying to make sure we're live here. Okay, well, we've got people poking me and being like, whatever. Alright, well, anyway, I think we're good to go. Greaver, I have no clue what you just said because people keep talking to me. I do apologize. There's all kinds of organizational stuff to be happening, but we are good and hopefully we are ready to go. And so yeah, these are teams that were put together specifically to win this tournament. I don't know exactly what their what their rules were on composing the teams, because I don't think they wanted Classic Mix-Up to just come in and ruin everything. But speaking of ruin, we do have Ruin and TLR, both from Classic Mix-Up, both amazing deathmatch players on one team. On the other team, we have VectorGaming, which I don't think the roster for Vector has actually changed all that much from their ESEA roster. They are mostly intermediate players, which is a little step below Invite. And yes, apparently there is a 2-invite player limit according to Fog, so he's telling me that's why, of course, we don't see those full invite teams.
That's
but on the other hand, yeah. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, that is really good, though, that they're limiting it in competitions such as this. It does make it a lot more accessible. And of course, if all the invite players do want to play, they're more likely to find their possibly lower level buddies and jump in there and make more teams. So this is overall pretty good for the scene.
Yeah, and speaking of their lower level buddies, I want to go over some of the rosters here real quick. So the Vector team is, I want to say, pretty much the same, although I think they've had just a little bit of a change from their ESEA League team. But that's it's going to be 2 amazing soldiers, Schwan and Mile High Militia. I'm sure you guys, if you've been following the TF2 scene, you've seen them before, but they are rock solid. They're very consistent soldiers. They probably don't have quite the skill of their opponents, TLR and Valen, but at least they'll be able to hold toe-to-toe with Valen, and if they can find a way to shut down TLR, then they could do pretty well. Meanwhile, for Vector, the demo man looks like it's going to be Marley right now, and I don't know a lot about Marley. I want to say he'll probably be going up against Christopher, but right now Christopher's warming up on Scout, so I could be wrong. But I've seen Chris's demo play, and he is in intermediate. No, yeah, he is in intermediate. Kind of the top of intermediate right now as a demo man. Maybe the middle. And meanwhile, we've got the scouts of Thrixter and Fife. Thrixter and Fife are amazing scouts, and I think Thrixter plays from somewhere in Latin America. So he might have a little bit of a ping, but actually not that bad. And Fife, I've played pickup games against that guy, and you don't want to be a medic playing against Fife. He just, every time there is an opportunity to die, he will make sure you take that opportunity. You will die every time. So, going to be a pretty awesome team. And of course, Ninja Nick rounding it off as the medic. He has played many, many seasons with, I want to say with roughly the same team, although I could be wrong. I've seen him on Red Flag, I've seen him on a couple other teams, and he's been a very consistent, solid medic as well. Their opponents, of course, TLRuwin. We've got TLR and Ruin, and Greaver. I'm sure you know those two. Those are the invite players, the amazing deathmatch, the amazing high-skilled players of that team, and they're going to be trying to put the rest of the team on their back. They've got Christopher on that demo, of course. Ruin is going to be one of the scouts, but his partner will probably be Meb. And I don't know a lot about Meb's play other than to say that I have seen him post a lot on the forums. So, obviously being a good poster must make you a good player.
Div 1 poster. Yeah, yeah. I gotta say, it's good you saying that the scouts on the Vector side are probably pretty powerful because, of course, they are going to have to deal with Ruin, and you've got TLR and Valen on the other team. It would be nice to know that your scouts can pull their weight, so it's going to be very interesting to see how these teams match up anyway, so.
Yeah, sounds like we are going to be starting in about 30 seconds, so hopefully we have that thing going. Finally, the medic for Team TLRuwin, though, is actually Hein. And if you guys don't know, Hein is a strong theory crafter strategist medic for the Highlander scene. 9v9, he plays on Looking Handsome, and he makes his own video series as well called Hindsight in association with XTV's Moose. So you will see Hindsight videos out there talking about like really in-depth strats, all kinds of Highlander stuff, so that you can learn tips and tricks and how to play all the different maps. It's a pretty awesome thing, and good to see him getting into 6s. Of course, he has been playing on intermediate for 6s as well, but we are starting. So welcome to XTV. This is Salamancer, and I am joined by Greaver. We're going to be casting the pug.na tournament. Greaver, take it to the mid.
Indeed, I'm going to be watching Marley on this rollout. I have the most gorgeous ping, 205. It is just wonderful. And interesting to see. It looks like Marley is going to go catwalk. He seems to be pretty quick so far. He's getting off his first sticky. As you can see, no sign of his counterpart actually, possibly going through Garrett. And,
no, both demos were up top.
Oh, they were up top. We certainly got there at a decent rate. And here's a look on this mid. Chris Vada going down. Blue player over on the medic. See that soldier bombing around. The other soldiers coming in. They're going for the gang. That is really nice work. Only TLR left up. He's going to get that shotgun out. He's going to go on that. Oh, no.
Well, that's going to be a huge wipeout there for Team TLRuwin, but they did at least manage to kill Ninja Nick, and that's actually a really good call on their part, by the way. Is once they started to realize, okay, wait, Ruin is down, Valen is down, they immediately said, okay, no, we need to get in after the med right now and make sure this isn't a complete, total loss. A little bit of STV problems, at least on my end, but it does look like Ruin died again, so maybe he's just a little off form today.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of ran onto the point. I could only see a slideshow, probably similar to what you were looking at. But as we can see, the blue team does have somewhat of a token defense here. We look at the Ubers; they are completely even. So long as all their players can get up, I see Ruin has just come up now and get into position. We can pretty much have a stalemate here for another 10-20 seconds before we see some kind of push. Got the demo and the soldier over here on the right-hand side of Yard, and we've got the scouts over on the left. Soldier coming to join them. So yeah, 75%.
Yeah, both teams actually so close in the Ubers, and you see them both building on those scouts as well. They want to make sure they don't have a disadvantage. But pretty much it's just going to be that good old granary stalemate where you have one team holding the yard, the other team holding their second point, and just trying to deal damage. Valen goes down though, and Mile and Fife both getting some huge damage on that flank. Now in comes the Uber from our red team. A better Uber from Hein, but they've got so few players to deal with right now that you know, it's going to be up to TLR to just destroy the red team. That's what he's doing right now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Marley caught out in somewhat of an odd position there. Vector is going to manage to come out on top, though, taking out TLR. See, Ruin just came up by the looks of things, and the red team is going to push out through the right-hand side into the last point. See the scouts trying to put down a bit of damage. Blue's holding back. The red soldier did jump in, and yeah, Mile High is going to go down. And this actually means that Vector has a small Uber advantage. It's not much of an Uber advantage, but it is there. So are we going to see these teams wait until they both have Uber and then possibly see a red suicide? I'm not sure, so.
That's what I would probably do is red. I mean, the Uber advantage is not great enough, and you see they're not really in position to push right now. Interestingly, both teams running a spy. Thrickster is already in behind the enemy team. He's about to run out of cloak here, although he is using the cloak and dagger, so nobody's going to see that. He actually spots Valen on spy. That's really important. He's going to be telling the rest of his team, look, there's a spy back there. No, he got taken out, but his team's going to be watching for Valen, and look at that. Valen goes down right away. They knew exactly where he was going. So at least that was a good play by Thrickster to tell the rest of his team where the spy was coming in.
Absolutely, and you see that Heavy obviously shutting down that jumping soldier with ease. And it looks like we've got a scout in on the point. He's being pushed over into the far side. We see the Demo and the Soldier coming in to join him. Ruin has gone down, and the Uber has been popped. I don't see a medic. Are they going to be able to pick this Soldier off? Surely. Yeah, TLR will go down. This is not looking good for the blue defense right now. They do have their Uber, though.
Yeah, interestingly enough, they do still have that Uber, and Meb on the heavy, taking down Mile High, who I think jumped in a little too aggressively there. The Uber's already over for Ninja Nick, and he's building very quickly. They're actually pushing with a heavy of their own as well. Trickster decided to go heavy, but yeah, that push did not work out for them. The only thing they can say right now is that, you know, they haven't lost second yet, and they probably won't, so they'll get another chance to put last.
Yeah, absolutely. Things have pretty much reset. Looks as though they're trying to slow push in on this point without using their Uber. This is a good decision indeed. Scout up behind, Valen goes down, Fife is going to get picked by Ruin though, but they've got really good cap on this point. I think they're going to be able to get it before any defense, but look at this heavy, coming in from the left-hand side! Oh my god,
Ruin at least managed to find him, yeah. And so Ruin's been cleaning up everybody right now, Greaver, but Hein finally has to pop that Uber, deciding he wants to walk past the Demo Man's sticky bombs, and they're really using it just to try and hold position here on the point, but I think they're actually going to have to back away. You do see Hein dropping back to connect with his Demo Man. Meanwhile...
Oh, that Soldier! Ooh. That was a really good play, taking out Ninja Nick right there.
Was it, though? Because you look at this, Valen, Meb, and Ruin are all down. That point is capped, and now a bunch of the Vector players can jump in and start doing a lot of damage here on the points. Schwann's going straight for the Med here. He's not going to finish him off, though.
Scouts there, though.
They did get Hein. Yeah, that's Fife. Like I said, Fife is always on that medic. He will not miss a shot in situations like that. So you really got to shut him down quickly, or Fife will destroy you. And now, of course, Vector did get shut down there. Hein is, of course, dead, so they're going to have an Uber disadvantage. But it looks like they might get the point. Uh-oh, maybe not.
Maybe not. Meb getting taken out on the point there. Oh, they're going to lose. Yeah, they're going to lose Crystal as well, and the rest of the players. That is a wipe right there. TLR coming up with the medic. Are they going to be able to do something? I'm not sure. You see the Demo just spamming stickies. They're taking their time. TLR up on his pipe. He pretty much owns that pipe. He's going to take out that scout. No, he's not going to be able to. They're going to cap that up. We're going to be out to 1-0 in favor of the Vector team.
It is, Greaver, and that's it's a little bit surprising, I guess, if you really are big fans of Classic Mix-Up. Of course, Ruin and TLR are the players to watch, considered the best at their classes in North America by many. So it looks like Vector really wants to find ways to shut them down as much as possible and maybe pick out the weak links on their team if there are any. I mean, it's a star-studded team, but Vector's been playing together for quite a while. So we're going to see who wins this mid-fight. Whoever wins the mid-fight on Granary here, Greaver, is going to usually win the round, but I'll let you take it over.
Pretty much, we see Mile High going down really early. Red players kind of streaming across the point down below. A couple of early picks. It looks like things are pretty much even. We see this Soldier just pulling out his shotgun. Schwann isn't actually going to be able to finish that up, which means that we've got the Demo and the Medic trying to fall out over on the left-hand side. They're going to have to fall out as there's a Soldier or a Scout in their garage. And look at this Soldier going over for the pick. TLR is going to clean up Marley with no issues whatsoever, and the blue team is going to be able to cap this point up. No problems whatsoever. However, both medics are alive, and they do have Uber now, so if they're quick enough, it looks as though the Vector team is going to be able to push out so that they can defend Yard.
Yeah, and Yard's a good place to hold. It means you haven't given up a lot of ground. It means you're doing pretty well. I did actually catch a Thrickster versus Ruin battle in the garage towards the end of that mid-fight, and Thrickster actually did win it, which is pretty interesting to watch. He got out with 7 health and ended up dying to a rocket afterwards. But Thrickster, of course, like I said, an amazing scout in his own right. And now Vector using this Uber. They're actually managing to hold Yard for the moment, but they could start losing a lot of players here as they're taking a lot of damage. Yep, Schwann and Mile both down. There's going to be no soldiers left for them, and now it's really just the Med and the Demo. Ninja Nick getting taken out, being a little too greedy for that health kit, but I don't think it would have mattered anyway. And now we see Team TLRuwin showing kind of what that's really all about with their team, which is once we get an edge, we're going to be aggressive, and not let you defend anything.
Bam! Check that out. 1-1. That was really nice. That was a really surgical push. They took their time. They they timed their Ubers pretty well on each other, and then the support coming in from the blue team there was it was stellar. Red was caught out completely, and then the rest of their players were not able to fall back quick enough. Targeted aggression from the blue team as they pushed on through garage, through on the second point, and cleaned up the rest of their players. That was really nice. And after losing the first, round, there's a good way to come back. But we are into this mid now, Sal. See scouts up on the top crates just chipping at each other. Whoa, Ruin going down. Big soldier bomb as well coming up over the top. Ninja Nick and Marley will go down in the midst of this and players are pretty much even right now, but if we look at this, both of these red soldiers going for the big bomb. It looks like they're going to be able to get TLR, but Meb is going to win his fight, and then it's going to be a complete wipe on the Vector side, so.
Yeah, Meb was actually not touched almost that entire game until the very end, or the entire fight. I just want to point out to everybody who's watching, yes, we are going to cast LG versus Mix-Up, the ultimate rematch coming up just after this game is over. And that's going to be eXtelevision, I think, casting with good old Greaver right here. So yes, that's coming up, although I don't know who's casting it. eXtelevision is for sure. Somebody else. I don't think I'm on the schedule, but who knows. Regardless, we are going to see that game. It may not be the best rematch just because Clockwork will not be with LG and neither will Mackie, but you know, it's still going to be an epic game.
It'll be interesting to see. Anyway, I'd only just heard about those roster changes, change-ups, but yeah, especially the Space Whales changes.
Well,
wow.
apparently I'm casting that too. So whoops. So I guess I will be casting that one.
Yeah, and I was going to say my missus will be walking home by herself from work, which is no sexy time for Greaver if that happens. So this is probably for the best.
Gotcha.
Anyway, Ninja Nick just getting his Uber up now. Going to be able to defend this. Looks like the blue team really wants to go through Garage. They're trying to get a pick here. They want someone to walk out, be dumb, get caught out. And look at this. We're going to see an engagement just here in Garage. Both teams are managing to walk back out of it. Look how low TLR got in the midst of that. And of course the medic under 100 health for that should be alright. Fixter going down, Ruin. Very nice pick. And, oh, Fixter going down number 2.
Yeah, Ruin wanting that revenge against Thrickster there. Yeah, I think they've got a score to settle as Ruin does want to maintain his crown as the best DM scout in North America. Schwan forcing the Uber out of Hein. Finally, it's 3 versus 3 right now, and neither team looks like they really want to give up this point, but Schwan kind of heading the wrong direction there, was not able to retreat out, and now Vector's going to have a little bit of problems. They are going to lose that second point, but at least they'll be able to defend the last one.
Yeah, damn straight. Quite good work by the blue team at the end there, as you say. Red team splitting off a little bit, and yeah, split down the middle. We can tell what's going to happen there. Soldier is going to go for the bomb, and he goes for the trick jump, and Valen gets eaten. Wow. So not the suicide of suicides, but either way, they're still going to be able to hold that point cell because Valen will be coming up in about 5 seconds, and with no Uber, I doubt they're going to push on a one-player advantage.
Well, if I would, okay, yeah, I was going to say, if I was Vector, I would be watching for Valen to do something silly like Sniper, because that suicide was exactly what you'd expect from Valen wanting to off-class. So he is coming back up as Sniper now, thinking about opening this door for himself, but the thing is, he's not going to find the med at all. He does find Thrickster, and one entry pick is sometimes enough. He's getting pressured, though, and I don't think the rest of his team really wants to push on that. Maybe they do, though.
Look at Schwan, though, he's on 24, what a save! Awesome work by the red medic there, picking him up as he got so low in the midst of that. They are going to lose Meb in the middle of this, so this is Sniper and Scout down versus only Fixter down on the other side. See the aggression there, Haney going to go down, Fife and Marley going to go down as well. We've got a Scout jumping on them, we're going to see a Soldier come out from the top on the pipe, he's going to put the rocket down. Surely he's going to clean that med up, surely. Wow.
He did, but at what cost? I mean, Schwan was able to do a heck of a lot of damage to TLR and to Ruin, actually. He just got both of the high-value kills in this game. So he's going to be feeling pretty proud of that one. The problem is the rest of his team is actually dying, and so I think TLRuwin, that team, blue that is, will be able to push in here, take this point. They're going to have to deal with Fife and Marley, but now taking out Fife very quickly, and Marley is trapped in his spawn. That is going to be another round to Team TLRuwin.
Dude, come out of spawn, see all the opposing team, and one of them just happens to be a heavy, and he's walking onto your point. That can't be the best feeling.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Kind of like, yeah, I thought I could defend this, but it's not really going to happen. So
No,
I'm
it's
watching Christopher on this rollout. So he is going to go catwalk again.
Yeah, it looks like Marley is as well. Both of them do the same thing, and they both kind of predicted each other. Although neither one hit the sticky, they both knew the other was going to be going catwalk. Marley is doing some good damage to the scouts right now, but he's getting pressured from a scout on his right side. And it turns out, looks like it actually didn't finish him off.
Yeah, that Soldier go. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, now it's pretty much just going to be Tyler trapped in the garage. Who is this chasing after the med right now? Because Ninja Nick is in some trouble, but he does get taken out. That is Meb with the final cleanup kill there. Marley going to start capping the points.
Yeah, Marley just about the one leg demo, man. 83 health at the end of that engagement. But both teams really in somewhat of a struggle at the end of that. And see him laying some stick. He's going to get health pack and then walking back on to continue capping the point. He's probably expecting some of those people who went down early to come back in. We're going to see the red soldier jump in. He is trying to target the demo, but the demo has full health. He's going to put some pipes over. I think blue is definitely going to have to fall out of here. No, there's not enough red players coming in. You're going to see the blue soldier jump over. Oh my god, the pipe of pipes. I got to see that in a slideshow, but Valen taken down by a lovely pipe by Marley there.
Yeah, it's Marley showing us why he is on this team. He looks like a pretty stellar demo man, I gotta say. Yeah. He's been hitting his pipes, he's been setting traps, and generally has a good game sense, at least from what I can tell. So I apologize for not having heard of him or casted him before, but I will be casting him in the future for sure. Yeah,
damn straight. And so we can see Christopher is just laying a bunch of pipes down into garage, obviously just looking for hit beeps or possibly the Benny God pipe roller. God, that was so good at the I-46 finals, honestly. Oh,
yeah, it was. Watching it live was so excellent, dude.
Dude, I'm so jealous of you. It's like 7 AM when the grand final started in New Zealand. I'm like sitting here bleary-eyed, rubbing my eyes, going, ah. But it was good.
Oh,
it was
man.
good. Well,
I really wish I'd been up there on that grand stage. But whatever. Whatever. Alex and Beta held it down fantastically. Ruin taken down once again. Looks like he was going in for whatever pick he could find. And he was given a lot of opportunities. I mean, you look at how far he got in there before he was taken down.
Absolutely.
There was not a lot of spam in the garage from the red team, which seems like a little bit of an error. But they got the kill, and they will be pushing with that now, so I guess they're okay.
Yeah, early pop. This is looking like a good Uber if he can save that soldier. But there are a lot of red players in here. It looks as though they are going to fall out. Look at this aggression. That soldier is in there. He's going to be able to get the demo at the very least. But we have the gank from behind. Marley, Ninja Nick, Mile High, and TLR going down. It's only Fixter left up. That was really nice work by the blue team. That could have gone. It could have gone the other way.
Yeah, that was TLR and Christopher doing most of the damage, getting most of the kills there, doing an excellent job of it. And now Ruin is coming in to finish off Thrickster here. It is actually Valen who gets the kill, but Ruin gets the domination.
Yeah, big dominations, and that scout's going to get cleaned up as well. So that's both scouts down for the red team. Of course, the medic is currently down for the blue team, though. He's up in 3 seconds. And we're seeing red just taking their chances, trying to push in.
Yeah, they, of course, this is played with 2 halves, so it's not going to be like a European game where it's just 30 minutes and it's over. So nobody's probably going to be, doing too much in the way of parking that bus, as we say.
Yeah.
Everybody will be trying to get aggressive and trying to cap points. But right now, of course, it is 2-1 in favor of Team TLRuwin. And there goes Thrickster from Vector, so that's going to be all that TLRuwin need. They are pushing in, killing Schwan now. That was a good kill by Valen. And Valen, well, actually, Valen and Ruin, and I'm sorry, TLR both of these soldiers doing some crazy damage. It's just Marley left. What do you think he's going to do here, Greaver?
Well, I'm expecting him to put up a sticky trap. There's not really much he can do. Fixter is coming up, but Soldier here, look at this, taking position on the pipe. Marley's going to get cleaned up. They've got this.
Yeah, so you know what? TLRuwin, that whole team, it looks like they are showing some serious dominance here.
Yeah. It's Vectors, so far they've had pretty good positioning in most cases, but if you get caught out by this blue team, like, honestly, their offense is absolutely magnificent, the way that they push with an advantage when they get a couple of key picks, and if the red team gets caught out, they're just getting absolutely wiped. But honestly, overall, I think they're doing really, really well, to large part to their demo and their scout. But let's have a look what happens here on this mid-cell.
Yeah, Ruin up on the crates right now. I'm kind of watching his cam. He is getting bombed in by a soldier, but he does get taken down very quickly. Not able to dodge all that splash damage, I guess, and Thrickster managed to finish him off with the scatter gun. Now TLR taking a big jump in at this soldier who is trying to pressure his med. In fact, TLR, an excellent pocket soldier. He's keeping Hein alive for so long. Hein finally does go down though to Thrickster, and TLR, he just wants to chase his med and get that kill. Not even able to do it. Ninja Nick stays alive. This is a round, Greaver, that if Vector can win it, they should. And they should do it right now because, I mean, they've got this huge Uber advantage. They have to push it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for someone from the blue team to do something a little bit drastic. I kind of feel like it's going to happen. Having a look around at their positioning, possibly not. I do see blue soldier coming out into yard. Nothing much coming of us so far, though. I'm probably wrong there. I got to say, Heine did a great job of staying alive. Look at that bomb! Soldier all in here. They managed to kill Valen without popping Uber.
Wow.
Ninja Nick didn't actually take too much damage there. I thought he had nuts of steel. Either way,
Well,
One
he
soldier
went
bomb.
down below half health for sure. He does have balls of steel, my friend. Ninja Nick, very experienced med. Now watch this Trickster cam. He is behind enemy lines. He's been there for quite a while. I want to say he's going to go in and maybe get a pick, although right now it seems like maybe that's not his time. No, he is going to go for it. He's already in here. It's just that nobody's able to really do any damage, so I guess that Team TLRuwin already backed out. People were asking in the chat, so if you have just joined, this is, of course, the pug.na tournament. These are not pickup game teams.
Oh, wow.
But, wow, yeah, Vector just completely ruined there. Christopher, Meb, and Ruin all jumping in and doing some crazy damage.
Honestly,
yeah.
Sal, that was amazing work. It's exactly what you want to see. That is absolutely huge. Red team getting forced to pop at a really bad time there. They just weren't able to do anything with the Uber. The blue team was able to then wait, and then push back in on that point, stop them from capping it up, and of course now they have 100% Uber. Ninja Nick isn't even up for another 10 seconds. We could be looking at a round right here.
Yeah, that's it's the way things turn around sometimes, especially when you've got a team that has as much experience as Team TLRuwin does. Seem to have a very, very good caller, whoever it was who made that call. Now, Valen does take down Mile High by himself. 9 health left on this guy, and he will try and escape somehow.
Nice work.
Somehow managed to not take any damage there, yeah. But yeah, I was going to say, before this round is over, which it will be pretty quickly, that actually we're going to have halftime here soon. So whatever. We're just going to wait as we cast this last bit here as TLRuwin managed to grab it 4-1, and that's going to mean halftime. Of course, if TLRuwin, if that blue team manages to get one more point, then they will win it all, Greaver. But yeah, this is the pug.na sponsored tournament. It's sponsored by Command Channel, and the total prize pot is going to be $1,000. I don't know exactly how it's getting split up. But hey, it's money for playing TF2, man. That's pretty freaking awesome.
Damn straight. Give us some money for casting TF2. Come on, do it.
I mean, I get my YouTube dollars.
Damn you and your YouTube dollars. I look at my YouTube partner account and it's like 0.1 cents in the last 30 days, and I'm like, great, thank you. You're so lovely. But yeah, I gotta say, Schwan there, that was very unfortunate with the red soldiers. I thought they might be able to back out and possibly hold that. Really good work by Schwan, getting the kill on that medic at the end. Sorry, getting the pop on that medic. Because Mile High was on 40 health at that stage, when Schwan got split off from them. So yeah, overall, I think Vector's doing a pretty good job there. They've certainly got some good timing to them. Just you're seeing some of the DM on the other side is just crazy.
Yeah, and they're going live once again. I do apologize, but apparently Marley is Dougie G, so I have definitely casted that guy in the past. My apologies, just didn't know that he changed his name. And yeah, $1,000 prize pool. Of course, that doesn't mean it all goes to the first place team, but this is the upper bracket semifinals, and remember that it is sponsored by Command Channel. I'm pretty sure they do some kind of a voice server hosting, although they're probably more than that. I have not looked them up, sadly. But this is going to be Vector coming out to the mid, and remember,
going to go down, Sal.
Both of them go down, actually. It's going to be a question of who has the better deathmatch skills now. Looks like Vector is going to answer that with a resounding, not us. They all pretty much are getting taken out, not enough kills.
Yeah, definitely. You see a last-ditch effort by Schwan and Mild High towards the end there. That was actually a really nicely timed twin attack, but far too many players to try and take care of. Blue, yet again, putting a soldier through to kill the medic up on Catwalk, going through Garage. Interesting they keep doing that. See, both scouts, it looks as though they are going to get cleaned the hell up. Ruin and Meb. That was interesting. It was like bait.
Yeah, I think Marley, aka Dougie G, did a really good job there of baiting them in and taking advantage of that aggression. It's something that we actually saw Banny do a lot against the European teams back at I-46. You know, every time LG would lose a couple players, the European teams would start trying to push on them, and Banny would just have sticky traps everywhere. He'd completely shut down those scouts every time, and it's a great way to do it.
Indeed it is.
Anyway, yeah, it is 4-1 right now in favor of Team TLRuwin. And remember that the TLRuwin, they've switched, so now TLRuwin's in the red. They do hold mid right now against their opponents, VectorGaming. Vector trying to make a push, but there goes the Uber. And this is a much better Uber for Vector, so as the Ubers end, we might see Vector get a couple kills here. But they've lost Schwan, and actually they're not getting any yet. There you go, finally taking down the demo.
Probably not quite enough presence there, unfortunately. It's only Mile High and Ninja Nick. They're going to be looking to pull back out of there. No one to go for the gank on them right now. Sorry, I should really stop using Dota terminology. I can't get out of that one. But 5-6 times cap on the point. They're going to be backing up. They got one player up so far. That's a soldier, and he's pushed far too forward on the right. Schwan is going to get absolutely destroyed as they push out through that door. We're going to see the other soldier take height advantage on the top pipe. He's going to get knocked down. But look at this engagement. Fife will go down. Honestly, Red corralling, doing what they can.
Pyro in on last. Who is that?
Wow.
Vela on the Pyro. He did get one kill. And oh, look at the reflect that he just did on Mile High. Sadly, I got disconnected anyway. Client Delta ticks out of order or some bullshit. Did you
Who
get
would do
disconnected?
such a thing? Oh, I got disconnected, alright.
It seemed like a glitch more than anything, but that looked like it was going to be the end as Team TLRuwin managed to grab the last point there with a crazy play by Valen, by the way, using the Pyro. Mile High Militia got shut down on defense, so that's going to be 5-1 in favor of Team TLRuwin. Apologies for the little STV glitch, but these things do happen sometimes.
Indeed they do. It would not be TF2 without issues. I mean, we've managed to go an entire game without a pause. I'm surprised the sky didn't crack open, to be honest, Sal.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before, but let me know if it happens down there in New Zealand more often. You know, maybe those big holes in the ozone layer or something are messing with you.
Turning me pink in summer. Ozone layer.
Or lack thereof. Anyway, thank you for watching. This has been an XTV broadcast, and we will be back later on with the LG versus Mix-Up game. Do stay tuned. It's going to be me and Xtine kicking it up and casting one of the most exciting invite games of the season.
Should be good.
And of course, this has been Salamancer. I've been joined by Greaver. We both have YouTube channels. Mine is youtube.com/fatmop. And Greaver, what's yours?
Greaver TV. You can find it on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, Steam, all of that stuff.
Yeah, guys. So bring it on in. Bring it on in. And we are going to be back in probably about 15 minutes or so, I think. It might be a little bit later. I don't know when that game is, but our schedulers know. You can ask in the stream chat, and they'll probably know too. See you guys later.
Ja.